Hi and welcome to another Type with Me. In today's video I want to look at the Model Context Protocol. It's a new protocol in the AI hype, in the AI revolution, and I think it has a lot of potentials. So let's take a look. Well, the Model Context Protocol, what is it? Well, the Model Context Protocol is an open standard developed by Anthropic that enables AI assistants to connect seamlessly with external data sources and tools. It serves as a universal protocol for AI systems to access real-time information from various sources like content repositories, business tools, and development environments. You can very easily see this as a Swiss knife and something that can provide your AI tool with the right tools to use, right? So I'm a very visual person, so it maybe helps to look at it like this. So you have an MCP host, which can be Claude, which can be Cursor, the AI coding editor, or Windsurf. They all have the ability to use MCP. Then you have the MCP protocol, and the MCP protocol is going to talk to the MCP server, and the MCP server can then do various tasks with your local data source or with other kind of sources, like going to a web API. So far so good. So if we're going to take a look at Claude, you see here that we have the input box, right? And we can go here and then see here settings. If you can go to settings and then here to developer, you can see here that we have something like MCP. And there you see MCP is a protocol that enables secure connections between clients such as the Cloud Desktop app and local services. And Claude can receive information like prompts and attachments from specialized servers using the Model Context Protocol. So I'm going to show you how you can create something and how you can then configure it properly and make this available within Claude. So what I have right here is actually a MCP application. So an MCP application can be this. It uses Zod. I also had a video about it. It's about providing some kind of a standard of like, hey, this is the contract that I want to be. Here I want to have A, which is a number, and then B is also a number. We're creating here a tool, add, and if we get then A and B, we can then say, hey, content type text, and then text string A plus B, right? Add dynamic greeting resource. So what we could do also is adding resources, and here we have greeting and then greeting slash name, and here we can do something like content uri.href text hello and then your name. And that's actually our very basic MCP application. Of course, you can imagine if you have here something like a tool and you provide it with some context, and then that tool can then search for you to do much harder tasks, right? Of course, it's a TypeScript application, so here you will see one of the things that are very important is that it needs to be of type module. Then we have a script to build it, and of course I can then do npm run and just build it, and we have it here built index. If I go to cd build, I do real part, you get the real path, and then you can copy paste that later on in your config, because one of the things that we have right here is our Claude config, and it's very important. Why? Because I need to paste here the configuration of our MCP server. So we have here our node command, then we have our argument, and then our path to our .javascript file. You need to know that MCP has different kind of programming languages in their SDK, so it doesn't need to be JavaScript or TypeScript, but it's very easy, right? Because you have a command node and then you have an argument and you can just execute it and use it. Here we have something else. It's a file system, and Model Context Protocol has certain Model Context Protocol applications that are being provided by the team of Anthropic, and you can just use that out of the box. So server file system lets you allow to do certain things on your machine. You can very easily then configure it and provide certain directories to it, which is nice. And you just say like, hey, I want this directory or that directory or that directory. You can very easily go along with that. You will directly see why I also added this, because it's a nice example. When we restart Cloud, you will see that we will have that available as well. So if we restart Cloud, you will see now that we will have a hammer symbol right here, and you see 12 MCP tools available. If I click on it, you'll see here add from server calculus. I will show you right away in code how you can then name your own server with that name, right? But here you see then a server file system, and you have also some kind of an information on what it does and the method that it can be used, right? So you can edit a file, you have a directory tree, get info, list directories. So that's pretty cool, right? If I now going to show you a little bit more. So if we now want to use the add of our calculus thing, you will see here, hey, I'll calculate 3 plus 4 for you, and now he wants to run add from calculus locally. Of course, MCP servers can be malicious, so the AI assistant need to ask your permission. So I say, okay, I know I installed this tool and I want to execute it. So you say allow this, allow for this chat, and he's just allowing this, and he is using that tool. So how awesome is this? This is really cool, right? I really like this. I think it's going to open up a lot of nice and cool potentials, and actually it's not that difficult. But it's really cool to see that he can then extract 3 and 4 out of this, and he can send this to our MCP server. And this MCP server just returns the result, and the large language model can then nicely represent that result and say, hey, the sum of 3 and 4 is 7. So I just show you a very simple example just to be wowed and just to be aware what the implications are of this. I think it's really, really cool. So thank you for watching. MCP really opens up a lot of possibilities, in my opinion, and I think it will do a lot of great things. It's not that easy, and you need to have some kind of another way of looking at certain things. But I think if you provide an AI assistant with a lot of great tools within your context of your business or your company, and you give it the sources that it needs, well, it will have a lot of cool, great use cases for that, I think. So thank you very much. I hope you liked it. Please give it a thumbs up if you think this is really cool, or subscribe to my channel to go and see more in future. Thank you very much. See you next time.